Here are the supplies that you will need for this project. So first, I'm doing a project similar to a badge holder that I had did in the past using Jack and Sally. You can use whatever buttons, charms that you want. I didn't quite like the glitter that was in the background, so this time I will be using no glitter. So these are my charms. This is my pendant. You can use whatever pendant you want. Start off with my UV resin. Now you're just going to put just a dab of UV resin onto your pendant tray. And this is just to get your acrylic that I'll be using with the resin to mix well. So just put just a very, very tiny amount. You don't need much. A little goes a long way here. So here I'm just going to mix it up. You have to mix the acrylic paint really good with the resin. So I'm just going to put a little bit more resin here to mix well. And just mix, mix, mix. So I'll be adding 2 layers. One layer is with the acrylic paint mixed with the resin, and then I'll just do a top off. So this first layer is really thin, and the goal is just to get it spread across the base. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to add this into the UV lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, now we're going to take this out the lamp. You can see it's nice and glossy now. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the UV resin. Just work that into the base and spread it around. And you can also use 1-to-1 epoxy resin if you wanted to as well. I just use UV resin for the sake of the video, but I typically use 1-to-1 resin. Okay, now we can try to set our charms into our pendant whatever way you like. So I'm just using 2. Then I'm just going to set this in place to my liking. These are so fun and fast to make. Anyone can do them. Okay, we're just going to put that back into the lamp. This time I'm putting it in for 2 minutes. Your lamp might be different than mine's. It might cure faster or it might cure slower, but just check. Okay, so now we're done here. We'll take the pendant out the UV lamp. Get our badge reel. And for my badge reels or badge holders that have pendants, I typically use the badge holders that have the clamps or the clips on the back, not the alligator clip. If you use the alligator clip, the pendant has a tendency to fall over and not display right. Okay, so here we're just going to take the badge reel and just use some sandpaper, sand it down just a little bit, just so it can adhere well to the pendant. Same thing with the pendant, just sand it down lightly with your sandpaper. And then just wipe it off with some alcohol. Now we're going to take our E6000 glue. You can use whatever glue you like. Some people will use resin, UV resin. I like E6000. It tends to stick really well, and it's the best glue I've found thus far. So just put a little bit there. I might need a little bit more, so put a little bit more here. Okay. So I'm not sure if I want to add some charms on here or not, but I'll figure it out at the end. But basically, you just take the back, attach it to where you want, center it. And I like to push it down until the glue kind of squeezes out on the side so it can be evenly distributed. It looks pretty good. If you like this video, please like it. It's always appreciated. Not sure how I would complete this batch. I might add some beads, some charms, but we'll see what the final product will look like. I'll include some photos. Please subscribe, and thank you so much. So this is the final outcome. It's real nice, shiny, glossy. I'm happy with it. I did add a little bead down here at the end, and then 2 little dangle beads here as well. Thanks.